What's going on, guys? It's JD here. I used to do this a lot on my channel. I used to go back and review past albums, and for some reason recently I've only been doing the newer stuff. And I do think I do I do think it's important to go back every now and then and talk about some older albums. You know, I did a lot of older albums when I started this channel, and reviewing old albums is a great way to get people who are not too familiar with the genre into a specific band or into metal or rock or whatever. So today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite albums of all time, Ride the Lightning, Metallica. I haven't talked about Metallica a lot. I reviewed their newest album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, but I've never gone back and reviewed their older albums. Um, Honestly, I'm a pretty big Metallica fan, so reviewing this album for me is easy. Like, we start off with the intro track, Fight Fire with Fire, and it's just a kick-ass way to get into this album. You know, there's songs on there like For Whom the Bell Tolls and Fade to Black, which are more well-known. My favorite song on this album is the album title track, Ride the Lightning. It's just so progressive and heavy, and just it gives you this adrenaline rush that I can't describe. It's a kick-ass album. In my opinion, I think a lot of people will say Master of Puppets was their favorite Metallica album, which justifyingly is a great album, but for me, my favorite Metallica album is Ride the Lightning. It's just got that like old school thrashy kind of vibe, you know? It's just kick-ass fucking thrash metal. It's Metallica in their youth, you know. Even songs, there's some underrated tracks on here too. Trapped Under Ice is such a good track. Creeping Death is a great one. Oh, Call of Cthulhu is the track to end it off, but or Cthulhu. Yeah, that one's a good one too. Honestly, I don't really have anything bad to say about this album, and I'm not being biased. It's one of their best fucking albums. The only thing, the only thing I can really say is the recording quality was but I mean it's thrash metal. Who gives a shit? And yeah, you know that's all I gotta say. I mean, this album is great. The guitar work is phenomenal. Cliff Burton's bass is amazing. Like everything on this album shows Metallica at their absolute best. And this was like a precursor to the greatness known as Master of Puppets, and then And Justice for All. I don't like to look beyond that, but yeah, you know, at the time, Metallica was like their early stuff was really progressive, and they belted out these long tracks. They had some hidden gems on every album. It was good stuff to listen to in general. Yeah, this album is just awesome. If you're gonna get into metal and if you want to get into Metallica, I highly recommend check out Ride the Lightning. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Rock and roll.